Hey guys, my name is Garrett Steele. Today we're going to be doing another unique review. Today we're going to be looking at the FN Herstel. Now what we have here in front of me are two versions. One of them is the real steel, one of them is the Airsoft counterpart. So we're going to be going over all the details on this gun and comparing it to the Airsoft counterpart. This is going to be a long review, so I recommend going ahead grabbing something to drink. We're going to start by cracking open this box right here, which is the real steel, looking at what comes in the box, and then we're going to be comparing it with the Airsoft counterpart. The real steel FNX 45 Tactical comes in a carrying case marked with the FN Herstel symbol. Inside you can see that it comes with a 50-page directions on how to clean the gun, maintain it, as well as safety. The firearm is secured in a Velcro strap here with a magazine installed. All three of these magazines are 15-round magazines and they're secured in the Velcro pouches. Inside also comes its federally required security lock. This is a cylindrical case designed for anybody with a Type 3 license who wishes to attach a suppressor. Of course, the suppressor doesn't come with it. Also inside is a small Velcro box. The box contains two transparent boxes which contain inside of it the backing straps for the firearm as well as the attachments for any red dot reticles, which we'll go into later. The entire inside is Velcro, so this can all be rearranged to whichever way you wish to have it. The Airsoft FNX 45 Tactical comes in a cardboard box displaying the image of the firearm on the front and on the back. It also gives you some basic information about the gun along with an FPS limitation on it. Now this FPS limitation was using 0.12 grams, where we tested the gun using 0.25 Airsoft Elite in an enclosed environment at 75 degrees using green gas with a 32X chronograph. And we're going to give you those numbers a little later on. It also shows on the cover a black version of the Airsoft gun, along with a red dot reticle attached to it. I've yet to see a black version, but from the looks of this image, it looks like it was an early version of the prototype. So it just gives you an idea of what this will look like with the red dot reticle. Inside the box comes a set of directions. They're basic safety directions telling you how to load the gun, how to fire it appropriately, and of course the warranty on it. They're in color and in 3 different languages: English, French, and German. Inside the box, the gun is placed in an injected molded plastic container to keep everything in place. The firearm does have the magazine installed in it, and that's the way it originally came. So this little container here is for any extra parts that you may purchase or another magazine. If you were expecting another magazine like the real steel, I'm sorry to say it doesn't come with one. It does come with one back strap, so you can adjust the gun. We're going to go over that in detail. The gun does come with this federally required orange tip. You can't see it because the thread adapter has been attached right now. Using a standard scale that I purchased, we weighed the firearms. The real steel FNX 45 Tactical comes in exactly at 2 pounds and 1 ounce. This is with the magazine in it and no ammunition. The Airsoft version comes in at 1 pound 13 ounces 0.1, which is distinctively a different weight. That's an 87.9 ounce difference between the real steel and the Airsoft. Both of these guns had no ammunition and the Airsoft had no gas inside the magazine. The real steel FNX 45 Tactical is 100% ambidextrous. It has a magazine release which operates on the left and on the right hand side. It also has a safety that operates on the left and on the right hand side. Also, when the firearm is empty, the slide will lock back and both the left and the right handed side will have slide catches which will operate. For decocking levers, if you bring the slide all the way down, and one more time, the hammer will drop not completely all the way down, but it will deactivate the trigger. Also important, if the hammer is back and the safety's on, the trigger will not engage. The Airsoft counterpart of the FNX 45 Tactical also operates identically. Everything's ambidextrous as well. The left-handed and right-handed magazine releases both function, as well as the slide catches, which can be operated with the left or the right hand. The safety is also left-handed and right-handed, but as you notice there, the decocking lever doesn't function the same exact way as the real steel. By bringing it down, the hammer only engages about halfway, and the trigger only moves about halfway back into its original starting point. This is important to note because the gun can still be engaged. We found this out, we tested it. On our 10th shot during our testing with our firearm, we discovered that it still fired at 303 feet per second once the hammer had been dropped only halfway. This is important to note. Also to note though, which is a nice touch, the gun isn't safe, the trigger won't engage, just like the real steel. But remember, that hammer still doesn't come all the way down, so it's best to always keep the safety on. Okay, so here we're going to be taking a look at the engravements on these guns, so you guys get a chance to see what the trades look like based off of real steel versus airsoft. Here we have stainless steel. It says FNH USA, Fredericksburg, Virginia, made in the USA. And we're going to go ahead and flip it on over here. Sorry about pumping the camera there. And we can see the very small 45 APC, FNX 45 Tactical, and up here at the edge you can see the FN insignia. Now I'm intentionally creating shadows because you're about to see something here. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Airsoft version one now. And you can see right off the bat, you can see how deep those are. Once again, it says stainless steel, FNH USA, Fredericksburg, Virginia, made in the USA. I'm going to flip this on over here, and here we have that 45 APC. This is when I first noticed it comparing all the engravements. It almost looks like this has been stamped into the metal, where the real steel looks like it's been laser cut. FNX 45 Tactical, and of course the FN symbol. And you can see how deep that is. I'm going to try to get the two of them next to each other so you can really see how hard it is to see the symbols. But by the way, all these match up. They're 1-to-1. I went ahead and measured them all. So they did the right job in scaling everything to fit exactly in the same spot. The only difference is the Airsoft version does seem to be a little bit deeper or more, I don't know the exact wording for it, but it feels like it's almost been engraved rather than laser etched. Also, we can see here, I'm just going to go ahead, start again with the real steel. We've got the symbol right here on the grip. It also reappears here, and if you look at this, it is an exact 1-to-1. I mean, there's this, you really can't tell the difference. Even when I hold this, the texture I can feel, it's identical.